c'est Zakaron Ramatou, j'ai 33 ans. J'occupe actuellement le poste d'ingénieur SI, planification, ordonnancement. Je suis originaire d'une famille nombreuse qui était très modeste. Mais ses parents ont compris que le plus beau cadeau qu'ils pouvaient faire à leur enfant, c'était l'éducation. Je devenais la première femme ingénieure de la CIPREL. L'investissement qui a été fait pour augmenter la capacité énergétique de la Côte d'Ivoire est très important. Travailler à CIPREL m'a permis d'acquérir des compétences. J'ai bénéficié d'informations en local comme à l'étranger. Ce travail m'a permis de me réaliser moi-même, me permet aussi de faire des projets d'avenir. Et que c'est vraiment une réussite et mes parents sont fiers de moi.
My name is Nchima Kapoma. I come from Zambia, student at Carnegie Mellon University. I'm currently pursuing a Master of Science in Information Technology. I am a developer. I write computer programs about 7-8 hours a day. The quality of the education at this specific university, Carnegie Mellon University, is top-notch. You won't get any other education like this in any region, pretty much in Africa. Probably top 5 in Africa, across computer science, top 6 in the world.
Carnegie Mellon University Africa is an innovative campus in Rwanda opened by a prestigious American university. It's dedicated to information and communication technology. The ambition of this First for Africa campus is to reshape higher education in order to embrace a technological revolution. With 10 million euros of funding from the African Development Bank, this project combines the efforts of the government, the university and the African Development Bank.
Cette école ici au Rwanda s'appelle Carnegie Mellon University Africa, indiquant très clairement la panafricanité de cet enseignement que nous offrons ici. Nous avons 17 nationalités. Et oui, la volonté est vraiment d'avoir cette internationalité parce que dans un milieu d'enseignement comme le nôtre, la diversité des populations apporte une richesse incroyable dans les discussions. Dans nos cours sont très interactifs et dans les projets en commun quand les étudiants travaillent en groupe.
What matters is the fact that we've got the best and smartest researchers in Africa, and I get to work with Rwandans, with Kenyans, with Tanzanians, people from all across Africa. I decided to come to Carnegie Mellon for my master's degree because it's one of the highest ranked universities in the world. If it didn't exist here in Rwanda, I would probably be in France or the UK right now.
On aurait pu envoyer les étudiants à Pittsburgh et puis les ramener ici, mais l'expérience montre qu'ils ne reviennent pas. Notre objectif à nous, c'est de les former ici, et étant ici, ils sont imprégnés de la culture locale, des problèmes locaux. Ils font des stages dans les industries locales, ce qui fait que quand ils sont terminés, ils sont prêts pour cet environnement-ci. D'ailleurs, tous nos étudiants restent en Afrique. Nous stoppons le brain drain. Ça, c'est quelque chose de très important.
Studying here opens up a variety of prospects. Some students go on to work in the finance sector, government agencies, or IT companies, while others engage in agriculture or telecommunications. Demand is so high that some students get hired even before graduating. Some of them start their own businesses, and the university has set up an innovation incubator to help these young entrepreneurs develop their own projects.
Ça me fait chaud au cœur de voir mes étudiants qui ont sué devant moi pendant les cours, créer leur propre entreprise, répondre à des besoins de clients, créer de la valeur sur le marché. Ça me fait chaud au cœur.
Victoria Munguti, a Kenyan graduate of Carnegie Mellon University, created a remarkably fast-growing startup with fellow CMU graduates.
Our company works under 3 service domains, which is infrastructure and cloud, big data analytics, software and APIs development. We thought of forming a startup company that creates value and impacts the society in the ICT industry. So there are very many opportunities revolving around ICT itself. And when you look at countries like Rwanda, which laid down the correct infrastructure, it's in place, and they want to be the ICT hub of Africa, there could not be other good time to be in a country like now.
Ça fait 7 ans que nous sommes dans le pays, nous sommes très satisfaits de ce que nous avons fait. Nos ambitions dans le pays, c'est d'aller beaucoup plus loin que ça. Dans une phase ultérieure, nous allons continuer à développer d'abord nos bâtiments de manière à intégrer des logements d'étudiants dans cette ville Kigali Innovation City, où viendront également s'installer nos propres étudiants lorsqu'ils démarrent leurs propres entreprises, mais également des entreprises extérieures qui viennent investir en informatique ici au Rwanda, de manière à créer cet écosystème qui va générer de l'innovation pour résoudre les problèmes non seulement du Rwanda, mais de toute la région.
Information and communication technology is essential for a variety of sectors, including health, education, banking services, and agriculture. Through this program, Rwanda is training an elite group of young scientists ready to meet Africa's needs. And that is the payoff for the African Development Bank's investment, the transformation of Africa through innovation and technology.
My name is Faith Keza. I'm Rwandan. I grew up here. I went to MIT to study electrical engineering and computer science. But the goal was always to come back here and do something here because I've always wanted to be part of the Rwandan story. I think that it's a very proud thing for us as a company to employ more and more Rwandan engineers as they are coming up, especially with universities like CMU. Also, CMU attracts people from all over the continent. So as much as possible, our goal as a company is to have those people join our company and stay with us. So I think the fact that we have many universities and an ecosystem of people that are starting to learn together, it's going to cause a lot of growth in the sector.
If transport is the lifeblood of the economy, then roads are the arteries that help pump business, social, and human development through a nation.
La construction de la route, ça nous a permis d'atteindre certaines localités où on avait du mal à atteindre pour la sensibilisation sur la problématique du VIH.
Julian Makolo is a busy man. He runs this sexual health center, but is also a farmer.
Nous allons aller à Rainbow, à 40 km d'ici.
The road he's taking is part of a new 105-kilometer stretch of Gabon's National Route 1. The African Development Bank provided 260 million euros to upgrade more than 250 kilometers of road across the country.
Là, nous sommes prêts à la récolte. Maintenant, généralement, quand c'est comme ça, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On amène les femmes déraciner les tubercules, surtout quand on a déjà une commande. Ça peut être vendu sur place, comme ça peut être cheminé ailleurs.
The village of Mandilu is typical of dozens that lie along the national road. In her late 60s, Monique Guisegu fetches water from a pump just a few meters from her home. A new well has been dug as part of the infrastructural improvements of the African Development Bank's road project. The old pump was operated by foot, and extracting the water, well, let Monique demonstrate how she had to do it.
La première pompe là, c'était comme ça. Tu danses, tout le corps. Il faut que ça bouge pour remplir là. Vraiment, c'est pénible.
Access to clean water and healthcare is essential. The dispensary at Guidamu is one of the 17 financed by the African Development Bank and built along the national route.
Quand ils ont fait passer la route, ils ont fait l'installation des panneaux, ils ont mis le forage là, j'ai de l'eau sur place et je ne me déplace plus tellement, je fais tout sur place. Je suis logé à côté là, même la nuit on peut me cogner, je me déplace, je passe au dispensaire traiter le malade.
The Muila Transport Station is a popular starting point for journeys north to the capital Libreville and all stops along the way. Everyone has their own reasons for travel.
Moi, c'est le travail puisque je fais les allers-retours, je voyage continuellement.
Moi, c'est le petit commerce que je fais.
À l'époque, c'était pas la joie. Si on avait véhicule, on n'arrivait même pas ici. Il fallait avoir un 4x4 pour le transport ici. Mais depuis qu'il y a le goudron, même un taxi arrive ici à Muila, peut parcourir Lambaréné et Muila sans problème à aller-retour. En 2 heures seulement. En temps à l'époque, il fallait faire au moins 5 heures de temps en route avec les bourbiers et puis les cassis.
5 bridges were also built. The old one next to the new over the river Dubu tells its own story. 10 meters wide and nearly 60 meters long, the new structure towers over the river, and new concrete steps down to the riverbank allow people to wash clothes or utensils and have a little fun too. A few kilometers away, the seemingly tireless Julian Mokolo has left his fields and is now inspecting the motel he's half-finished building.
Je suis encore en plein chantier, vous allez le voir. Je ne suis pas encore tout terminé. Il y a du développement, il y a des étrangers qui arrivent. Il faut bien qu'ils trouvent des endroits où se loger.
Transformational change is taking place here in Gabon, thanks to the African Development Bank's commitment to scale up Africa's massive network of roads, bridges, and highways.
Je m'appelle Kwadjo Antoine, j'ai 65 ans, retraité, marié, père de 6 enfants. J'habite à Abidjan depuis 1969. Dans ce quartier, 2 plateaux depuis 2003. On fait tout pour ne pas rester oisif, donc il faut se battre. Dans ce quartier, autrefois, c'était compliqué. On ne pouvait pas dire qu'on avait l'électricité régulièrement. Hein.
In recent years, Côte d'Ivoire's economy has become one of the fastest growing in Africa. With increased growth has come an even higher demand for electricity. Between 2003 and 2012, demand increased at a rate of 6% per year, while generation increased by only 2%. Today, Côte d'Ivoire's energy sector is being transformed through CIPREL, the Ivorian electricity production company, which has received significant funding support from the African Development Bank.
Je dirais que c'est un projet innovant. Imaginez-vous qu'avant qu'on ne fasse ce projet-là, projet CIPREL 4, à cycle combiné, nous utilisions des turbines à gaz qui laissaient échapper des fumées à plus de 550 degrés. L'idée a été d'utiliser ces fumées qui sont très chaudes pour produire de l'électricité sans consommer la ressource gaz naturel, ce qui fait une énergie rentable, fiable, économique et écologique.
In line with its Light Up and Power Africa strategy, the African Development Bank supports Africa's energy sector and helps bridge a major infrastructure gap that for decades has hindered development and productive business activities.
Le projet a été financé avec le concours des institutions financières internationales pour un montant de 200 millions d'euros. La Banque africaine de développement a contribué pour un quart de ce montant, soit environ 33 milliards, 50 millions d'euros. Grâce donc à l'appui de la Banque africaine de développement, nous avons pu avoir la réalisation de ces projets. Aujourd'hui, en termes de puissance installée, la compagnie ivoirienne de production d'électricité est la centrale la plus puissante de Côte d'Ivoire. En matière d'emploi, l'effectif de Cyprel a été doublé avec ce projet.
Cyprel m'a permis d'avoir une certaine stabilité au niveau de ma vie professionnelle, des connaissances acquises par des formations internes et externes en Côte d'Ivoire et à l'étranger. Avant de travailler à Cyprel, mon quotidien était très difficile, il faut le reconnaître. C'est d'avoir un emploi stable afin de pouvoir subvenir aux besoins de ma famille, de scolariser ma famille, mes enfants. Ensuite, de pouvoir subvenir aux besoins de la famille élargie.
De père bijoutier et de mère ménagère, l'objectif de mes parents et le meilleur cadeau qu'ils pouvaient offrir à leurs enfants était de les emmener à l'école. Voyant nos parents dans ce niveau de difficulté, on n'avait pas droit à l'erreur à l'école. Il fallait tout faire pour au moins avoir des bourses pour pouvoir faire des études supérieures, ce que nous avons fait. Travailler à Cyprel m'a permis de travailler dans un domaine qui utilise une technologie de pointe, d'acquérir des compétences dans les domaines techniques, managériels et en leadership. Ce travail m'a aussi permis de me réaliser moi-même. Je suis un modèle, je pense, de réussite. Ils sont fiers de moi.
Through the Cyprel Power Expansion Project, the African Development Bank is helping to create new jobs, provide new skills, increase the country's energy generation capacity, meet Côte d'Ivoire's ever-growing demand for electricity, and the bank is strengthening the supply of electricity for millions of Ivorians.
L'électricité, quand elle est régulière, on peut travailler à tout moment. Voilà, sur l'ordinateur, le congélateur, etc., tout ce qu'on a. Bien, notre quartier, il faut dire qu'il est bien éclairé. On peut sortir la nuit, revenir à tout moment, il n'y a aucun souci, pas de danger. Et je pense que ça a amélioré beaucoup de choses. Ça nous a donné beaucoup.
Welcome to Walfish Bay Port, the preferred access to Southern Africa. How are you this morning, my brother? I am George Twesep, age 49. I am a mobile crane operator at the port of Walfish Bay, Namibia, and I am with the port of Namibia for 10 years now.
Left, right, yes.
Salute, salute, salute. I wanted, since I was born here in Walfish Bay, to work for our port in Namibia. My dream started while I was young, to become a pilot or to drive heavy machinery like trains, and I end up at the mobile crane. Good morning, Amwama. Good morning. Is everything okay in the crane? Everything's okay. Okay. I love my job. I love it very much.
In 2013, the African Development Bank provided more than $240 million to support improvements to and the expansion of Namibia's Walfish Bay port.
Previously, there was challenges with the machinery, and currently they have brought in 4 STS cranes, and they are also in the process of bringing in again maybe 2 to 4 mobile cranes at the new terminal. Stevie door, MC4. Evo. I am aiming at 50 containers per hour on the new container terminal. I think I will be able to make it because looking into the STSs, they are one of the fastest moving machinery. With the STS, it's just pick and drop.
STS cranes, that is, ship-to-shore cranes, are just part of how port authorities are using funds from the African Development Bank to modernize Walfish Bay. They're also expanding the port's capacity.
Currently, we are handling about 250,000 containers per annum this year. Our capacity in our existing terminal is 350,000 containers per annum, and our new capacity at the new terminal will be at least 750,000 containers per annum. So we are more than doubling our capacity. The African Development Bank is our partner in this. Without the bank, we would not have the funding to build the project. So we consider the bank as a very important partner. They gave us the funding for about 80% of the project's value, and they've been excellent in assisting us from day one with the project. Being the country's only deep water port, able to handle large ships, being centrally located in the entire country, the port of Walvis Bay served as the backbone of logistics for several industries.
My name is Philip Kutse, working for Woker Freight Services, part of Monica Group Namibia. Our business started in 1924. Business is logistics, moving cargo from point A to point B. I think the expansion is very positive news for the industry and for us as a business. It promises increased business volumes, it promises increase in cargo flows, additional commodities coming through, so definitely a positive outcome.
My name is Kaylin Duzain-Vanard. I am a clearing and forwarding consultant at Woker Freight Services. I've been in the industry for the 3rd year now. The port expansion will create much more job opportunities for everyone here. We will obviously have to put in a lot more work, and I think that's also a good opportunity for others to actually study into the industry or study into this field, because there will be lots of job opportunities.
It makes me feel very happy because I will learn new technology. It will have a lot of benefits for me. I can become a senior operator as I am here for years. Salary-wise, it will also be a good thing. Like now, I have my own house and at least a car, which I was not having while I was not at the port. So I'm happy for that.
The Walvis Bay Port is a gateway hub that's already changing the lives of many workers like George Dusset. The expanded port plays a strategic regional integration role and is helping improve the lives of Namibians through new job and business opportunities.
Raha tiarainandrasana Virginie Gorety, ny asako dia collecteur produits de mer. Tena ataonay resaka poisson sy ny poulpe. Tamin'ny nanomboana azy tamin'ny voalohany, dia le société anomezana ny vokatra zany no manome avance sur place. Dia le microfinance no vonjena natonina zany nafana ny jery volana ampiasaina. Nampiana ny matériel ampiasaina mihitsy dia anokafana point, ohatra hoe misy point de vente sokafana. Ny projet PACP zany sy ho natafavoaka eritreritra lavitra.
All across Africa, in 38 of the continent's neediest countries, the African Development Fund's investments are making a difference in the lives of millions of people. They are transforming economies and creating new linkages to promote regional integration, commercial exchanges, and enhancing food security. Integrating landlocked countries with access to markets is essential to development. Thanks to the African Development Fund, the port of Lomé in Togo has now doubled its capacity, and 3 trucks move easily north to Burkina Faso on newly rehabilitated roads.
Avant, si j'allais en voyage, ma famille s'inquiétait, moi-même je m'inquiétais. Mais voilà que du corridor de Lomé-Ouagadougou, qui est aménagé, ça nous facilite maintenant. Maintenant, nous voyons que avec l'aide de la route, nos camions aussi sont en sécurité.
Hundreds of projects from 2014 to 2018 have led to real impacts. 206 megawatts of new total power capacity. Nearly 8,000 kilometers of roads rehabilitated. Nearly 500,000 small and micro enterprises have accessed financing. 1.6 million farmers have received drought-tolerant maize varieties. A new bridge financed by the African Development Fund now connects Senegal and the Gambia and is already having a significant economic impact, cutting the price of transport in half. In Zambia, the fund-financed Idedi hydropower project is bringing clean, renewable electricity to nearly 1 million people.
The impact is quite obvious. The coming up of this power plant has brought in employment in the district. Industry depends on power. It has given the district an opportunity to open up industries. Power is available 24/7.
And in southwest Madagascar, African Development Fund financing is transforming rural communities by providing access to decent road networks. Near Tuliara, this nurse midwife says the fund's investment in 107 kilometers of new roads is not only helping farmers get their crops to the market, but is actually helping to save lives.
Zay vao mahita tomobily. Dia nisy ramose zay teto narary charety mitondra anazy eto hatra Sanisia agny vao mandray tomobily. Kanso tonga Sanisia i fa Akasiabo, misy tanàna agnarany hoe Akasiabo miala Batolily io. Eo izy tompo dia fa lasa izy zay. Sy tonga ny Sanisia akory amin'ny tomobily fa dia maty a Sanisia agnano Tsiosy eo ihany. Maro tena maro olo avotany tsy vitan'igny teraky ihany, tsy vitan'igny marary ihany. Fa nagnipamarotra aza, nagnipamboly aza, mahita vokasoa amin'ny ty lala ty aby.
In a nearby fishing village, a $33 million project to help develop fisheries built this new loading dock with a solar-powered ice machine. Fishermen are trained in how to keep their catches fresh until they reach the market.
Dia taorianan'iny amizay zany na rehefa nahazo fiofanana dia nanao asa marehera nanao kinanga zany. Manatsara na tsy zaho rery zany fa fiainan'ny communauté manontolo zany.
As the African continent becomes more integrated and economies develop, African Development Fund projects are a critical lifeline to people hard-pressed by environmental, political and economic realities. Investments in road networks to link regional economies, power projects to energize industry, and agriculture to feed growing populations are all making a difference throughout the continent. In this Rwandan valley, investments in irrigation and cooperatives means that instead of leaving, farmers now want to come to work the land.
La production de la région a nettement augmenté. Ça, c'est nettement visible. Et le niveau de vie a augmenté grâce à l'appui du projet. On voit vraiment qu'ils sont fiers de vivre dans cette région. Alors qu'avant, l'idée en tête, c'était de migrer vers d'autres régions. Mais par contre, il y a même des paysans qui quittent d'autres régions pour venir ici. Donc c'est une fierté quand on arrive dans cette région. Vraiment.
By the end of the ADF 14 cycle, the African Development Fund will have made about $47.6 billion available to strengthen fragile societies. While more needs to be done, the fund can take pride in its investments that discourage systematic migration and give hope to the most vulnerable, tackle fragility, and build resilience. The fund has successfully delivered on its mandate above and beyond the greatest expectations.
I'm sure this will ensure that more investment will come in. Great is the future.
في الدار ديالي اللي كنسكن فيها انا والوالده وعند خوتي. انا اصغر وحده في خواتاتي، حنا 4 البنات وولد. كوم توت لي جور كنبدا لا جورني ديالي، كنفيق كنفطر. ابخي كنشد الطريق كنمشي لمطار مراكش المناره فين كتواجد المغازان فاش كنخدم. على حسب البروغرام ديال لي فول اللي كيوصلني، يعني شاك جور كاين واحد النومبر كبير ديال لي فول. كاين بزاف ديال الرحلات، كاين بزاف ديال لي باساجي من جميع انحاء العالم.
The Kingdom of Morocco is seeing a significant increase in airport traffic with a doubling of passenger arrivals projected in the short term. With recent development work at Marrakesh Airport, the country has established an important infrastructure which rivals some of the world's most state-of-the-art international airports. With a €240 million loan from the African Development Bank, the only international investor in Morocco's third airport project, the Marrakesh Airport is set for takeoff.
Je m'appelle Zouhair, j'ai 31 ans et je suis un coordinateur à l'aéroport de Marrakech Menara. On prépare parking s'il vous plaît. Mon travail, c'est gérer ou bien coordonner toutes les actions qui entourent l'avion dès l'arrivée jusqu'au départ. Ça fait plus que 8 ans quand j'ai commencé ici. Il y avait tout un petit terminal là-bas où il y avait presque 2 vols, 3 vols, c'est tout. Avec le nouveau terminal, il y a d'espace, il y a l'autre côté des passerelles. C'est quelque chose de nouveau pour nous ici, à Marrakech.
Development work at Marrakesh Airport first involved a major upgrade to airport infrastructure in order to increase capacity. Improvements include a new 57,000 square meter terminal, a car park with 1,550 spaces, improved access roads, the expansion of the airport tarmac to receive 12 additional medium-haul aircraft. The airport's capacity has increased from 3 million to 9 million passengers a year. The airport has also been designed to make the flow of passengers smoother and quicker.
Good afternoon, and 9 Echo, passing 3,300, landing flight level 80, bye-bye.
Je suis un contrôleur aérien de la navigation aérienne, Amina Kashish. Je vois qu'il y a une hausse du trafic aérien ces dernières années, surtout après la rénovation du nouveau terminal. Un impact très important côté économique parce que tout le monde travaille, les hôtels, les taxis, les transports touristiques.
With the new airport, an entire commercial sector has gained new momentum. The country's highly developed tourism sector is the main beneficiary. This eco-friendly and state-of-the-art international airport in Marrakesh has a buzz and a new shopping area to rival some of the best terminals in the world.
حيت بزاف ديال لي فول زادوا، حيت ابخي ما كانش مطار دولي، حتى التيرمينال جديد زادوا بزاف ديال لي فول اللي ما كانوش، بحيث وصل النومبر ديال البيرسونيل من 12 بيرسون حتى ل 60 بيرسون. فاش دخلت انا كنت اون فوندوز، دابا وليت اون كيسيير اي ريسبونسابل دو ماغازان. يعني الخدمه ديالتنا عطات واحد النتيجه.
Avec le nouveau terminal, bien sûr qu'il y a une opportunité. On espère qu'on va continuer à travailler comme ça. On cherche à se stabiliser. Puis avec la famille, les enfants, il y a des responsabilités. Donc nouveau terminal, c'est quelque chose de bien pour moi.
The bank's winning formula is designed to transform Morocco's domestic economy, accelerate regional integration, and move Africa into global value chains. Supporting upgrades and the expansion of Morocco's airport capacity is improving the quality of life for millions of Moroccans and Africans and putting the country on course to be a leading aviation hub.
Je suis le secrétaire général du syndicat national de chauffeurs, donc je fais le transport, je quitte Koumra pour aller faire le travail à Assar. Avant, on a beaucoup de difficultés avec le transport. On quitte ici avec la route très cassée, avec beaucoup de trous sur la route. Donc on part avec le véhicule fait le panne, beaucoup de panne. Il casse ça. Avant là, on souffre. Quand on fait le voyage de Koumra Assar, on souffre avec ma famille, mais finalement, on a trouvé le goudron bien. Aujourd'hui, on quitte Koumra Assar dans 2 heures, 3 heures de temps. Il y a beaucoup de changements. Nous, le chauffeur, là, on est tellement tranquille et nous sommes contents. On a beaucoup de thèmes avec ma famille. On parle toujours sur la route, là. On nourrit bien. Et on inscrit nos enfants à l'école bien. On achète les cahiers et tout, le matériel de l'école. J'aime la vie. Voilà.
Eu nasci em Portugal, vim para Cabo Verde com 2 anos e cresci em São Vicente, numa família humilde. Meu pai sempre trabalhou, sempre nos incutiu a ideia de trabalho. Fiz os meus estudos em Cabo Verde, estudos primários e secundários. Fui para o Brasil, onde estudei engenharia mecânica.
Helder Andrade is a mechanical engineer who specializes in wind power. He studied abroad but was determined to bring his knowledge back to Cabo Verde, thanks to a project which promised to transform and increase the island nation's energy and electricity supplies.
No Brasil, fiquei a saber do projeto da Cabo Eólica. Regressei para Cabo Verde com a intenção de participar do projeto.
The Cabo Eólica project, funded by the African Development Bank, operates 4 wind farms on the islands of Santiago, São Vicente, Sal and Boa Vista. The plan is to diversify the country's energy mix, improve electrical connectivity and stabilize energy prices.
O projeto Cabo Eólica compreende 4 parques eólicos, totalizando uma capacidade instalada de cerca de 25,5 megawatts. Com o projeto há aumento de taxa de penetração de renováveis de 2% para 20%. A nível ambiental, houve impactos significativos a nível da emissão de gases de estufa, mas também a nível da sustentabilidade dos recursos energéticos. O país passou de uma capacidade instalada de cerca de 100 megawatts para cerca de 200 megawatts, portanto contribuindo assim para a diminuição de cortes de eletricidade e associado à própria extensão da rede, aumento do nível do acesso dos cabo-verdianos à eletricidade.
In line with the bank's Light Up and Power strategy, the African Development Bank provided a long-term loan of 15 million euros, almost 1/4 of the total project cost of 64 million euros.
Os inputs do Banco Africano de Desenvolvimento, devido ao conhecimento do setor e da própria região, foram absolutamente fundamentais do ponto de vista social. Naturalmente, houve um impacto direto a nível de criação de empregos. A manutenção dos parques eólicos é assegurada por equipas de cabo-verdianos residentes e, associada a isso, a abertura de novas oportunidades de negócio associadas ao próprio projeto.
Business opportunities have boosted job creation and young professionals are returning back home thanks to the need for a specialized workforce.
I was born in the island of Santiago in Cape Verde. My family and I moved to New York when I was 8. And when I went to university, I did so in England. I wanted to move back to Cape Verde. This is where I'm from, and I've always wished to be able to do so. I wasn't sure if I was going to find a professional career that integrated with my interests and my qualifications. But with this project, I was able to integrate in both. I was able to find a project that was very much within my interests and where I could grow.
Other nearby businesses have witnessed a ripple effect through new and expanding job opportunities.
Faz 5 anos que eu trabalho na Silmac. Antes eu era uma recém-formada, desempregada. A Cabo Eólica teve um grande impacto, uma vez que nos possibilitou trabalhar em mais do que uma ilha. Tivemos um aumento de 3,3% da faturação anual. Com isso, tivemos um aumento de 22 novos funcionários.
Cabo Verde's energy sector is undergoing a revolution. It is a model for clean and renewable energy, and it is opening new doors of business opportunities and increasing the overall quality of life for the people of Cabo Verde.
I'm working in my country and developing something that I'm 100% behind and which I really believe is the future. To me, Santiago represents a home, and it's the place where I feel the best.
Ainda tenho muitos desafios pela frente e com a família dando suporte eu consigo também enfrentar os desafios. Eu quero que os meus filhos estudem e se formem, tendo as oportunidades que eu tive e, portanto, vejo que o futuro promissor para eles.
I was born in the island of Santiago in Cape Verde. My family and I moved to New York when I was 8, and while I was doing an internship, I got in touch with the program developer for this project, and I was able to move back to Cape Verde to integrate into this project. I wanted to move back to Cape Verde. This is where I'm from, and I've always wished to be able to do so. I was able to find a project that was very much within my interests and where I could grow. Working at Cabo Eólica has been a very significant opportunity. There has definitely been a professional progression as well as a personal one while I'm working in my country and developing something that I'm 100% behind and which I really believe is the future.
Mimi nimeshawahi lala kwa hii barabara, nakumbuka ilikuwa 2015 pale kama nimepita Marsabit, nikaenda nikakuta gari imeharibika njiani, kuenda kuiondokea yangu ilisingi na nikalala hapo mpaka mwenzangu alikuwa nyuma ndio alikuja kuniokoa. Jina langu ni Daniel Musyoka Yata na miaka yangu ni 53 na mimi ni truck driver. Nimekuwa truck driver kwa miaka 25 mpaka sasa. Nimetumia hii barabara ya Addis kutoka Nairobi mpaka Addis kwa miaka 5. Kwa sababu tulikuwa tunatumia hata kama wiki mzima kutoka Nairobi mpaka Moyale. Alafu kutoka Moyale mpaka Addis tena tulikuwa tunatumia kama wiki mzima.
Starting in 2007, the African Development Bank invested $670 million in Kenya and Ethiopia for a major road corridor connecting the two countries. This investment is literally changing lives.
Kwa hakika kazi ilikuwa ngumu kwa sababu ya barabara vile ilikuwa mbovu. Sababu ya hiyo muda na pesa tulikuwa tunatumia pesa nyingi barabarani. Lakini sasa tangu last year but one vile ilimalizika, tunaona hata muda wetu umekuwa mfupi kwa sababu hata nikiwa na tani 30 mimi huenda na kama masaa 24.
The shorter time means goods and services can travel faster between the two countries and beyond. It also means increased security, access to police and health services, and roadside development.
Kabla barabara itengenezwe, biashara hapa ilikuwa chini, tuseme upande huu, na sasa tunaona biashara inainuka.
Kwa majina naitwa Adibali. Mimi ni mfanyakazi wa biashara wa bodaboda. Niko na miaka 21. Kaja huku nyumbani Marsabit County. Bike haikuwa inaenda safari refu kama Isiolo hivi ama Meru. Lakini sasa hii since lami ifike, ukiwa na bike unaweza enda nayo mpaka hizo area zote alafu urudi baada.
Since the construction of the road, we have witnessed increased volumes of trade between the two countries. We have so many visible impacts on the road because you can see a lot of petrol stations. We also witness an increase in employment opportunities for the youth. Nowadays you see a lot of stalls selling fresh produce.
Kwa majina naitwa Teresia Kanina. Mimi mzaliwa wa Meru na nilikuja hapa mwaka wa 2006 kwa sababu ya biashara. Kama wakati wa mvua ilikuwa inakaa sana hata zaidi ya wiki kwa barabara, na kama mboga kama hii wakati kama huu ya mvua ilikuwa inaharibika sana. Inafika hapa kama imeosha. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa na faida kubwa sana. Ilikuwa inapoteza pesa mingi. Lakini sasa hizi iko sawa, inachafika hata na siku moja.
This road from Isiolo to Moyale is actually a game changer. Apart from Nigeria, Ethiopia is the second most populous nation in Africa, and it has a population of over 100 million. So you see the opportunities for Kenya to do business in Ethiopia, there will be more because of the big population. The products that we get out of Kenya through the port of Mombasa, and they pass through Kenya to Ethiopia. That is basically the sugar, cooking oil, and rice. That added together in 2014 it was slightly over $16 million, and now within that short span of the project it has moved close to $70 million per year.
Regarding the vehicle, number of vehicles passing through our highway, before maybe you may find a maximum of like 30 up to 40 vehicles per day, including the small vehicle itself. We can estimate that per day, 100 and more than.
Nashukuru sana African Development Bank kwa kufanikisha hii barabara kutoka Kenya mpaka Ethiopia kwa nchi hizi mbili, kwa sababu hata pesa sasa imerahisisha usafiri na pesa zetu zinabaki kwa mfuko, hata inasaidia familia nyumbani. Mimi kwa hakika nashukuru hii kazi na najivunia kuwa truck driver kwa sababu imenisaidia, nimesomesha watoto hata wa mwisho ndio wanamaliza next year university, na hata kujenga nimejenga na imenisaidia.